A divorce is one of the most difficult things that you will ever have to go through. Okay? Nobody gets married to get divorced. And so you would naturally think that why would somebody want to intentionally make this process more difficult? And honestly, when you think about it, there are a lot of times in a divorce when it could really be handled with just a simple and easy dissolution. All right. Even when you're dealing with a narcissist. Okay. Meaning it would be a lot less stressful if we could just sit down, have a conversation to agree to just split things up and, hey, listen, it didn't work out. Not to mention the only ones that are getting rich in this process are the attorneys. $500 an hour, $150 just to send an email. It's crazy. However, because we're talking about a narcissist, that's the last thing that they're going to agree to. Their number one mission in life, in a divorce, is to make you suffer. For example, just to illustrate this, imagine you take a yacht out and you're going to go snorkeling, okay? You and a friend. So you get in the water and you're snorkeling and you're having a good time. And you decide, hey, I'm tired, I'm ready to get back in the boat. And you try to get back in the boat. They take your leg and they pull you back in the water. You're like, what in the world is going on? They say, you know what? We are going to stay out here until I get tired. Now, what they didn't tell you is they secretly snuck a life vest. So they just out there having a good time. They floating. They good, but you are drowning. And they're laughing as you just taking in water. Yeah, this is what it's like being with a narcissist and going through a divorce. Because the narc will tell you to your face, I'm going to drag this out as long as I possibly can. And I want to make you spend as much money as I can just to enjoy watching you hate every step of the process. Or if they sitting on a bag and they want to just spend all the money because they don't want you to get your potion. Portion for those of you who need a translation. Okay. They're going to lie on top of lie. And they're going to accuse you of doing things that you have never done. For example, they will say, oh my God, I felt threatened by you. And they will take out a restraining order. Not an inch of it is true. Okay. Now, restraining orders, they're necessary when it's appropriate, when it really applies. But with narcissists, they just use it as a power move just to try to control the situation. They will have their attorney file unnecessary motion after unnecessary motion just to drag out the process. Or if you are waiting for them to reply back to your attorney about something, they're going to wait to the very last minute before they reply. And then when they do reply, guess what? They're going to ask for an extension. Okay, just so it drags out months and sometimes well over a year. And they will blatantly, okay, if you're still living together at this point, stay out for hours, all hours of the night. Now, you sitting home with the kids, wondering what's going on. They want you to wonder. They want you to be worried half to death. They want you to have to answer questions to the kids. Where are they at? Why? You know what I'm saying? Okay, and then you ask, well, where were you? I was over a friend's house. You was over a friend's house every night this week till 3 a.m? Yep, sure was. Okay. And so you say, Doc, come on, seriously. With somebody like this, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to deal with this madness? Scripture says this. You got to be wise as a serpent. You say, what does a serpent have to do with this? Well, a serpent uses strategy. They don't just come up and strike. They got to use strategy. And first of all, you got to realize the obvious. What's the obvious? They are a narcissist. Okay? I need you to stop expecting them to be reasonable. Because so many of you, I just don't understand. Why are they doing this? I don't understand. Listen, being reasonable ain't gonna happen. The sooner you realize this, the better you can plan. You got to prepare for the long game. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do. Now, first of all, you got to make sure it's legal. Okay. I want you to get jammed up, check with an attorney or whatever. I would record every conversation you could. Why? Because they will lie. Like I said before, I don't remember saying that. Hey, I don't remember. How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? They will listen. They suddenly get amnesia, right? Also, I would only communicate via text and emails as much as possible for the same reason. So you can have the receipts when they say, I don't remember. No. Oh, on January 2nd, 5 p.m., you replied, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, you want as little as possible to just come down to your word against their word. You don't want that. Okay. Also, try to find an attorney that's familiar with dealing with narcissists. Some of these attorneys are just thinking that This is going to be a run-of-the-mill type situation. And you be trying to tell them, no, it's not. You don't understand. They're not. And they just act like they. So try to find someone at least that have some kind of experience dealing with this. And these are just a few things that you can do as you plan your strategy on how to navigate this process. Now, let me ask you this. Are you currently going through a difficult divorce right now with a narcissist? Are they dragging this process out just to punish you? And are you really feeling like, I'm going to lose my noodle? I am about to lose it right now. If so, you know what to do. Go to my website, christopherreed.org. Schedule your free 30-minute consultation. Why? So I can tell you how coaching can help you to develop the right strategy so you can get out. You can get out, okay? It doesn't have to be as difficult as they want it to be, but you got to know what you're dealing with. Also, join me every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in my closed Facebook group, The Diamond Mind. Ladies, where I'm talking about topics that y'all want to talk about. What makes a man chase a woman, okay? And want to stay. We just talked about this, all right? See, a lot of times we hear that, the thrill is in the chase. Yeah, that's cool, but a lot of chasing, but they ain't staying. What makes a guy want to chase and stay? I said that, hey, I've been chasing my wife for over 29 years. Okay. But what makes that possible? Okay, what are those ingredients? So if you want to check that out, go to my website. Also, check out the series Why He Married Her Instead of You. You get to hear men share, okay, what made them chase and stay with their wives. So hopefully you're enjoying the content. If you do, please subscribe, hit that button wherever it is, and so you can check out the content and get notified whenever it goes up. So I got to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.